Success is not a coincidence. It is the result of hard work. Every effort you take is paving the way for your future. Believe in your dreams and fight for them, even when facing
I have graduated, but I am still looking for work. How can I help myself move forward?
Welcome back to this channel where we talk all things graduates, whether it is finding a job or finding your balance in your career path, looking for fixing your CV, then this is the channel for it. We cover all topics across that you can find your pathway from where you are at to where you are going. In this segment, we want to talk about things that we wish school had taught us, and that when we are out here in the job market, we can apply it. Now, this is one of the things that I wish the school had taught me as well, that when I graduated, I know that I'm in a better position to find a job if I don't get a formal one. Number one is how to sell. Now, this is one of the key skills that if you are out in the job market, you need to know how to sell your own CV, yourself in a public space, how you put yourself together in selling it to a company, to an organization. It is very important. Also, how to sell is one of the key things. If you have no money, you're a broke graduate, you gotta know how to sell so you can sell any item to make money. Whether it's a product or it's a service, you would be in a better position to sell it and make money at home. Skill number two that I wish the school had taught me while I was in school is how to negotiate. Now, negotiation comes not only from a corporate job, but even when you are starting small, you need to negotiate on the price of things that you're buying, on the value that you're putting out in the market for yourself as well, what you're good at, and that you're selling it at a price that you're going to negotiate for. These are things that you need to master. Even if you get a corporate job and you're in a formal sector, you still need to learn how to cut a deal, a budget, and those things, they require you to be very good with your negotiation skill. And I wish that I had been taught that one in school so I can apply it now that I'm out in the job market. Thing number three that I wish the school had taught me is how to create my own job. Now, I wish the school had taught me how to create my own job, that when I graduate and I did not find a job quickly, I know for sure that I could create something for myself. Now, these are things that we were not taught in school. If we are taught how to create our job, then when we come out of the job market, we can be problem solvers. We can see what works, what doesn't work, and what applies to us, and how to make money using the resources that we have, using the knowledge that we have gained, and starting from scratch. It doesn't need to be big, it has to be small, but we know that we are going to go somewhere. That is another point. Another thing that I wish the school had taught me as well is how to create my own business, or how to start my own business. Now, this is one of the things that right now that I'm in the job market, I see that if students have been taught how to create their own business or their own hustle, then they will know from where they are at, where they are going, what are the things that they need to learn, what are the skills they need to master, what is the market job like, and where do they fit in. So in starting a business, what are some skills that you need to learn? What are some things that you need to apply or to master it before you get into business? Now, business is a very broad area, but you need to master some of the things to be more specific in what you want to sell or you want to supply. So yeah, I wish the school had taught me how to start my own business. So even if I'm a graduate and I'm still in school, I know how to make my own money. I can support myself like financially. I could even look after my own siblings and my household as well. So starting your own business, even if you're still in school right now, it's a good thing for you to start off, because if you fail now, you have the next how many years to recoup. If you start from like while you're still in a second year or a third year in university and you fail in the first or second or third year of your business, it's okay. You're still young, you still have the energy to try on the next idea. Imagine if you have gone to work for somebody for 10 years or so in an organized company, and you spend like 10 years of your life in a company. By the time you finish off, you're like 30 plus years going 40, or you're 40 years old going 50, and you want to start a business. The energy that you're going to put out is going to be lesser because you're getting older. The energy is low. So now you're still young and you're in school. It is best that you start something right now, and when you fail in the first how many years, like 2 years or 3 years, it's okay too, because then you learn where you're going to prioritize, what your weakness is, what your strength is, so you can recoup, adjust, and restructure everything. So it's good to start a business at a very young age. So it will also learn things that you need to find out about yourself, and then if this business is going to work or not. Also, if you start your first and your second business, it is not a final business. It is not your forever business, because that was something that you did because maybe you're broke, you need money, and you started it. As time goes by and you learn to adjust and reevaluate things, then you'll find your perfect kind of business that you want to put a full force into it and invest a lot of money into it. So your first and your second is not your forever business. It's just something that you start off to make money. So I'm sure if you have learned some of these things like back in school, and if they have taught us in school, then when we graduate, like, we wouldn't be looking lost. We would definitely know our path that we want to take. And this is some of the things that I've discovered myself. So yeah, I need to know like how to sell, how to negotiate, how to create my own job, how to start my business. And those things, if we get to master it and we really know how to maneuver now that we're out of school, then we can push ourselves to go further. If you are not subscribed to the channel, please subscribe to it so I can create more content like this to help all the graduates that we are out looking for a job, or we are still in school but we need a roadmap. Then it will help me to create more content. Now, the final point is, how do you motivate yourself after getting rejected? That's one of the things that I wish the school had taught me as well, because after coming out and sending like 20, 30, 50 plus letters out to companies for a job, and I don't get any job interviews, I don't get any phone calls, no emails, it affects my self-esteem as well. So how do you get to motivate yourself after being rejected? This is one of the things that I wish the school have taught us, or have helped us to, as an assistant or a guidance for us when we go through this phase in life. And this is one of the dilemmas that graduates face. Some of them, they talk about it, some they hide it away, some they shut people out from their life. So that doesn't mean that you're alone in this boat. There's so many others that are facing the same issue. So how do you motivate yourself after being rejected? If you have found some ways that is helping you, please share it as well so others can learn. For me, I try to motivate myself by telling myself that if one door closes, another one is bound to be open. So I stay motivated. And thank you for all those who have joined me on the channel too as well. This is our channel that we talk all things graduates, whether it's our CV, finding a job, finding our balance in our career path. Subscribe to the channel so we can do more content of this to help us from where we're at to where we are going. Thank you.